paleontology is extremely relevant today because if you ask anyone, what are the big challenges we're facing now? If you read any newspapers, or if you know that some of the big challenges we're facing are things like biodiversity loss, right? Fluctuations in climate, and what have you, deforestation, and so on. We often try to predict the consequences of our actions. What happens if you remove a certain percentage of trees and forests from the planet? What happens if our temperature changes? What happens when sea levels rise by so and so many feet? What happens if you remove top aquatic predators like sharks from an ecosystem? Are we in the middle of a mass extinction right now? What is a mass extinction? The only reason we know what a mass extinction even is because of paleontology, right? Paleontologists sat down and compared different extinction events in the fossil record to figure out what we call background extinction, which always happens, and peaks in extinction, right? Where you have some minor ones and some really big ones. Those are the mass extinctions. And so paleontology helps us understand those things because paleontology gives us this grand epic view of planet Earth. You want to see what a planet looks like that doesn't have any ice on the poles? Okay, come into the time machine and meet, for example, the world of Spinosaurus, right? A hothouse planet, very high sea levels. You want to know what happens in a mass extinction? Again, paleontologists can tell you that. And so I think, we can try and model things in a computer, but at the end of the day, if we really want to understand how these major events are shaping life and ecosystems on our planet, we need to travel back in time. And the only discipline that can do that is paleontology, with the degree of granularity that we need. So it's become a really important tool and perspective. And I think many people don't realize that because they might say, okay, so you're reconstructing ecosystems from 100 million years ago. Why should I care? Well, it turns out that this is of huge relevance to some of the big problems we're facing today. And of course, we should also remember that what paleontologists are doing is they're piecing together this grand, epic, incredible story. It is the greatest story out there, period. It really is the story of life on Earth, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what you're interested in, what you think is, the most important thing in the world to you. It's all a part of this story, right? Of this incredible story of life on planet Earth. And it's a very special story, we've recently sent essentially a robot paleontologist to Mars, right, to find signs of life there. But there's something very special about life on our little blue planet, and there's a lot we can learn from this story. But there's also a lot of beauty and inspiration in this story. It is the greatest story out there, and so paleontologists are adding chapters and pages to this story with every discovery. And that, I think, is, a side of paleontology that many people are not really fully appreciating.
Thanks for watching that clip. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe and check out the full episode. All links are in the description. Be nice, be happy, be cool.